Welcome to Attack on Taiwan. I am Ming Jun. Take you to see the wonderful life of ordinary people. There is an all-you-can-eat restaurant in Taichung, sauerkraut and white meat pot. It's always hard to find one at mealtime. Jiaobi pickled cabbage and white meat pot in the store is unlimited supply. Pork pie with chives and lo mein. Let everyone eat to their fullest. Xing Lizhong, the boss with a cheerful personality. From the Master Chief of the Air Force more than 30 years ago, after leaving the army, opened a Sichuan restaurant. Unexpectedly, a merciless fire burned down the whole store. Cost him millions. It's hard to restart the stove. Business is on track. Sudden stroke last year. The coma index was only 3 at one point. How is he? Go through the low tide and stand up again. Let's come look. One at 6 o'clock in the evening. This family eats all-you-can-eat sauerkraut and white meat pot. At a glance, I saw a crowd full of seats. The guests flushed cheeks with a very satisfied expression. Warm up this cold weather. I'm here to help you add hot pot. Do you have friends who are here for the first time? Yes. Eating here is like eating at home. Mom cooks without ordering. She will always help you. It's very suitable for coming when it gets cold in winter. Shop is relatively small. But if the food is delicious, just come and try. Kind. Yes, it will feel like going home. Very good. I have been here several times. Why? Because it's so delicious. Soup is very sweet. Just right. Won't it be sour? Won't. Just right. Not too sour. And then a bit sour. Best pie, would you like one? You can add more to the leek box after eating. How about some bacon? Awesome. You see, you haven't finished your food. Keep working hard. Freshly baked, hot, delicious. Mom eyes on guests' plates. Authentic Hunan bacon. There are other places cannot eat. Fried rice with capers and bacon. Handmade scallion pancake and leek box. Northern pasta such as pork pie. I'm not afraid of you eating. I'm afraid you won't be full. Show full sincerity. Sauerkraut and white meat pot. The soup is sour, but not tired. Then you can eat it and you will return to sweetness. Then want to eat something else? We'll keep eating. 350 yuan and then. The proprietress will always serve a lot of dishes. Let you eat, let you choose what you want to eat. Then you continue like this indefinitely. Great. The taste of sauerkraut, different from others. Their side dishes are really well cooked. We have a large factor because it's a side dish to eat this thing. Good ingredients and warm service. Overflowing with humanity. It's more beautiful here at night. Would you like some music? Right. Sliced scallion pancakes. Just cut vegetables with scallion pancakes. All fried rice. It's called a food dance. Cheerful and energetic Master Chief. Xing Lizhong. Unique skyrocket hairstyle. Show off his unique personal charm. He can always bring the atmosphere of the scene. Make the guests laugh. He loves bringing that by boss rope over. He sometimes serves halfway. Just talk to the guests. Do you feel? I served very well today. Then I will talk to the guests and give some applause. Dad has always dreamed of being a star. The ancestral Hunan boss suffered stroke. Xing Lizhong, who was born in the battlefield of Matsu, due to lack of supplies. The family is not well off. The boss has stroke. Family of 8, 6 brothers and sisters. Jiaxingku 6 brothers and sisters. I can only live in a house with the size of Erping. He is sensible. Hope to share the family budget as soon as possible. So I came to Taiwan to join the army at the age of 15. So at the age of 15, he came to Taiwan to do a military feast. Because professional soldiers, life is more stable. If I didn't study at that time, being a soldier is a good way out. So Xing Lizhong went all the way to Master Chief. Discharged at the age of 30, he had a family. In order to earn more money. So I started my business and opened a small Sichuan cuisine restaurant. Didn't expect it to be open for less than 2 years. A heartless fire burned down the whole shop, turned to ashes overnight. The store burned down. 2 storefronts like this one burned the other side. The heavy equipment stove didn't even burn out. Dad then suffered a stroke not long after. Restaurant burned down. Dad and younger brother are sick in bed again. The family's livelihood depends on Xing Lizhong's boss having a stroke. He had to set up roadside stalls to make a living. Start anew. Unyielding, he thinks. This is the mission and test given by God. The boss has a stroke, so he had a stroke at roadside stall number 10, selling northern pasta. Full work surface, lake. Thin skin and lots of stuffing. More stuffing. A lot of stuffing. A lot of stuffing. Eat to be full. Just don't be afraid of customers eating. Not afraid of guests eating. Good food for guests. Make cakes. When I get home from elementary school, I do the most. What's the trick? Hands must be hard. Hands have to work hard to bring DDO. Basically, the outside will be thinner. It's a little thicker inside. I used to think it was easy. Once I called my friend to play. He couldn't spell it out for a long time. It's not that simple. Enan, with a loud voice and always smiling, in the bones, has an optimistic and cheerful personality, not so much afraid of suffering. It's better to say that she enjoys it very much. Such a job. Because I like food. So dad is good at cooking. So I think my family is happy. So I don't think my family is poor, but actually very poor. My mother said at that time, dad just has to work 2 jobs. Then mom is also working 2 jobs. Breadwinner. The family encourages each other. Family/encourage each other. Life is poor. But Xing Lizhong didn't complain at all. Boss stroke Ken for him. The most precious thing in life is the affection of boss who suffered a stroke. Bli-4. But a few years ago, father and younger brother are still defeated by the disease. Passed away one after another. Although she is sad. But can only let go. This choice the most delicious cabbage heart. Poach it first. This is golden cabbage. Golden cabbage, the more golden it is inside. So you can watch our sauerkraut later. It's all this golden color. It's so beautiful. Basically this vegetable is fresh. Then there is sweet. This is a naturally fermented sweet scent. It's delicious when cooked. Sour cabbage is Xinglifu, the most commonly eaten home-cooked dishes since childhood. Obsessed with it from the age of 9. Train yourself. Esther, pickled sour cabbage, good work. When I was young, my father had many friends. All eat at our house. My dad is very hospitable. Spicy chicken. Hunanese love spicy food. Hunan bacon. Because life in the battlefield is boring. Fellow villagers get together to chat. Xing Lizhong recalls the past, because daddy is very hospitable. Mom is busy every year, make bacon and other home-cooked dishes. Taste of home food, it is the most beautiful memory in memory. So he decided to open a sauerkraut white meat hot pot. An all-you-can-eat restaurant combining local dishes. 2 daughters are the best right-hand man. Number 1 certification in our family is sister. My sister is a god of croquettes. I do odd jobs occasionally. While the meat is still fresh, the freshest warm pork of the day. Just make it up. So that it locks the fresh meat inside. This thing is handmade. Must be delicious. You know what's in there. Things made by hand are especially warm. Handmade meatballs made fresh every day. It tastes like a bouncing and juicy. Adults and children love it. After nearly a month of fermentation, cabbage exudes the most natural sour taste. Soup tastes sweet. Freshly fried scallion pancakes with a lot of scallions. The crust is firm and chewy. Pork pie. The crust is a bit crispy. Be careful when you bite down. The gravy of the pork stuffing will burst out. The taste is very layered. From hot pot to every side dish, can feel the Master Chief. Sunny can feel Master Chief, the heart of DA family, for high CP value. So we have cultivated a lot of loyal customers, but the test God gave them. But one after another. That day is in my mind. The whole thing is cold. All numb. Xing Lizhong had a sudden stroke. Cerebral hemorrhage, coma index 3. The spiritual pillar of the family is down. The whole family's life is in chaos. He didn't respond. He can't move his hands or feet. Then the doctor told us, discuss continuing first aid. Or should we give up the treatment? Even the doctors don't give up hope. The 2 families are unwilling to give up. Optimistic belief. Xing Lizhong will definitely wake up. Show him the picture the next day. On the 3rd day he had some simple reactions. I told him don't worry, take your time, / we are all waiting for you. It took about 4 months. To get better. The persistence and patience of the family. Plus Xing Lizhong's strong willpower. Coma, unable to move independently since April stroke. Slowly recovering. Nearly 4 months, miracle finally happened. Xing Lizhong can only stand up and walk on ice. Xing Lizhong can not only stand up and walk. Okay, back to the restaurant, doing what he loves. For bacon it will reshrink. It will become smaller after drying and burning. 3 caddies becomes 2 caddies. 3 caddies becomes 2 caddies. Shrunk just like beef shrinks after it's burnt. It becomes smaller when it loses water. full of shredded bacon. Combination of capers and bacon. It doesn't taste greasy just right. Will it be difficult? A little. 10 secrets to change hands. A little tired, right? Do you want to guide the succession of the 10 secrets? It will still be sour after a long time. Ladies and gentlemen, Master Chief is very happy today. So many people dining. And focus on the arrangements to invite you to eat. I want to sing a song for everyone. Time goes by and never returns. Learn to let go and live in the moment. Facing the impermanence of life. Zhang Lizhong believes, suffering will pass. He is optimistic. Meet every challenge in life. Insiders know. Going to a secret place in Tanzi. Lin Dongsuan, the first-generation owner, 40 years ago, homemade cooked fire braised barbecue chicken. The principle of surrounding an iron bucket with fire. Push out the original taste and sweetness of chicken. In this roast chicken with crispy skin and juicy meat, hiding onions. It was baked by the Lin family father and son with their lives. Lin Kongchuan. Bohemian in youth. Possessing a gun as a minor. During police interrogation. Mother kneeling scene, completely changed Lin Kuan. 10 years ago, he took over dad's roast chicken business. Once because of being in a hot place for too long. Dehydration, heat exhaustion. He's still upholding his family's roast chicken tradition. As long as customers like to eat, he will bake forever. In the mountains like this. Is it amazing to eat? I feel. I will bring my family here to eat during Chinese New Year. They get laughed and said use a navigation, where it may not be found yet. Let's just say this is a secret place. Walk up the mountain from Taichung to Tanzi, turn a corner and come to a quiet farmhouse. On the table. Free all-you-can-eat seasonal fruits. Roast chicken lingering in the air. This is an orchard and a restaurant. Simple fragrance of life. Hiding a bone-chilling metamorphosis. I like it so much that I don't have time to talk. Look how delicious. The gravy will stay in it. Just delicious. Thumbs up. Look at this chicken juice. This chicken is like that. You can tell it's delicious. Crispy skin. There is sound you see. Swish swish. Crispy skin and juicy meat. Completely suitable. Your guest's perfect request for roast chicken. This kind of taste. It is also the insistence of the boss Lin Kongchuan. His cooking method is very simple. But it's the original taste of chicken. This is my favorite. It's the best time to eat. It won't taste good if you leave it any longer. Cleanly chopping the freshly baked roast chicken. Lin Kongchuan always talks about his own barrel chicken. Made with life. Papa Lin Dongsuan, known as the ancestor of Taichung barrel chicken. 10 years ago, I took over my father's craft, undercooked fire and dry wood. To be able to withstand the high temperature of 400 degrees, is the first condition. The temperature is so hot, it is normal to suffer from heat stroke frequently, fast heartbeat then wheezing. Very breathless. Keep working. When guests come, you send them to the hospital. Did not pass out, I can still move my hands and feet, such a small fire. I'm burning hot just standing here. So if you turn on all of these. Don't say come in, you are outside, you dare not come near. Use old pallets as a source of firewood. First job of the day. Just start the fire. These basic skills, all Lin Kuan. Seeing big labor from childhood. Papa Lam Tung Village's roast chicken has onions. At first, he was engaged in the ironwork business. Spending money without restraint. Raise orchids and play with pigeons. No concept of saving. Inadvertently accrued debt. Besides, I have to take care of mentally handicapped son. After closing the ironwork business, he chose to go to the farmland on Tanzi Mountain. See what else you can do. I came here to raise chickens. Raising chickens and various fruits, I am a farm boy, is a chance. To Nombat. See, salad oil barrel on roast chicken. Just ask him to bake. I ended up eating 4. Ate for the first time, barbecue chicken with salad oil. The crispy and juicy deliciousness makes Lam Tung Village unforgettable. He had an idea. Started using home-raised chickens to make rotisserie chicken. 40 years ago, there are few grilled chicken restaurants in Taiwan. He also started the path to the ancestor of bucket chicken in central China. At first, it was a try. Roast any chicken. Bring any chicken. This method of grilling chicken is more laborious, means the fire is outside. It's very hot. Bake one. Very tasty. My chicken is really delicious. Word of mouth. 1 year after opening, it is almost full every day. Business is good. 5 to 60 chickens can be roasted in a day. Such a grand occasion brings the trend. Even many famous grilled chicken shops have come to learn from. It was just Lin Kongchuan at that time, running a pawnshop business abroad. Never thought of coming back to take over. Just 2 brothers. My younger brother has a lower IQ. Of course it's him, Kuan Lam. Take this responsibility. It takes 40 minutes to bake a roast chicken. I only sell you 700 yuan. What is selling? My experience, my sweat. A bucket of up to 2. The method of grilling chicken handed down by the Lin family is very different. After putting the chicken in the iron bucket, is surrounded by fire around the barrel. Using the principle of simmering, bringing chicken to perfection. Very hard. No one wants to use it like this. Braised chicken. It's all the same. It's called braised barbecue chicken. It's hot. Fortunately, it's only 3 furnaces. Did you see? This kind of fire and smoke. The temperature here now, it's very, very hot. My skin and my face are very. Feel this hot. We're shooting here for about 10 minutes. Not just me, our photographer. It's almost unbearable. But the boss Lin Kongchuan told us. Fire like this. It's just a small case with such a high temperature, not yet the hottest time. He is in this high temperature every day. To roast their signature barrel chicken. We all have to start with fire. You can lock the juice with strong fire to produce the effect of locking juice. When it's not enough, refuel quickly. Then come again now and simmer again. Under the high temperature of at least 300 or 400 degrees. Lin Kuan. Either wiping sweat or desperately replenishing water. None either wiping sweat or desperately adding points. Either wiping sweat or desperately replenishing water. When I first took over, because I can't stand the high temperature. Lin Kongchuan even achieved dehydration and heat exhaustion. My wife Kai Ishan is always by my side, just in case something happens. She will help me prepare water. Wet again. Now come back and do this. That's our sweat and our hard work. So those are 2 different flavors. Although it is the same banknote. Earn the same money. Different mood. The turning point in life made Lin Kongchuan willing to give up the colorful world outside. Come home and help. Before entering the life of roast chicken. Lin Kongchuan goes in and out of the pawn shop every day. Complex lifestyle. Let him almost go nowhere. Go outside after graduating from junior high school, work study. I just like to fight and hold guns. That's only 17 years old. It's an exaggeration to shoot in the street. Stand in the middle of the road and pull out your gun, then take people away. I have already memorized guns and ammunition, French. When I turn 18, the police will deal with me immediately. Want to use guns and ammunition? Send Lin Kongee management training, toss for several months. Mother's move. But let Lin Kongchuan change his past. In the police station. Mom saw the reporter and the police. Just kneel down with them. I'll rush over right away. My whole heart melted away. She wants to paraphrase. My son is a good man. It's as simple as being a filial person. Still want to rescue him. You can't be wronged and taken away. So you never gave up on him. No, because he's bound to come back. My son was born. We're 10 months pregnant, we know, is to go outside. Maybe he went out to listen to other people's words. Otherwise, you never knew it since you were a child. Otherwise, I never would have. So that's what this scene feels like. Okay. We can. That's all. Don't hurt your family anymore. So slowly. It's better to restrain yourself. Lin Kongchuan after rebirth, once upon a life with a knife and a gun. It has become a daily routine of chasing chickens and picking eggs. What are your feeds now? There is cereal in this feed, sweet potato leaves and grass. Chicken meat is delicious. We try not to use feed. Did you lay egg yesterday? When I came back, I also met some guests who were drunk. Temperament or grab it and beat it. Drag the customer to the side and call. In the end, I still have to use money to settle with the family. In the past, 50,000 yuan was for me. It's nothing to spend tens of thousands of 1.2 million a night. But back home, how many chickens should I roast for 50,000 yuan? Wasted money in the past. Lin Kunli now understands. It turned out that parents is so hard. The son who once went the wrong way came home. The daily life of a family reunion is the greatest hope of all Lin. My ultimate goal is to integrate a family to live together. So the daughter-in-law is here. I just learned from my mother-in-law. Never before. I learned from my mother-in-law. Inheritance from generation to generation. It's been 3 generations. I was going to give up too. The idea of carrot cake. But the customer said no, we must continue. You must keep doing it. Bucket chicken with carrot cake. It's a way that all gourmets know. Ancient method of making big stove cooking. Just can't wait to serve delicious food. So this daughter-in-law is doing well. Very good. Good. Delicious roast chicken stewed with dry firewood. It also burned Lin Kunli's rebirth from the ashes. Now he only cares about his family. 2 baby girls. It is the source of his efforts. Married a wife and had a child. Slowly to understand. It turns out that this is normal life. This is the life of a normal family. That's what family life is all about. So plain. Use your body to be with them. That's it. Like doing this, grilled chicken, I can do it as long as I can. I will do it if the customer doesn't dislike it. Ung Kong Chicken founding store, for 2 consecutive years. Receive a Michelin Bib Gourmand recommendation. Boss, sticking to Junjiang bucket chicken, cooking with urn barbecue. Let the chicken not firewood. It can also completely lock the deliciousness of the chicken juice, but the first month of opening just happened to the September 21st earthquake. There are almost no customers in the store. How is he? Start with the first 3 tables. Have sat still. Where is the dragon head thrown in the urn cylinder chicken in central Taiwan? Let's see his story together. The thick wood burning incense in the air. Tempting crunch with grilled chicken. Stimulate the taste buds of gourmets. Every meal time. Always crowded. Is his grilled chicken delicious? First class. How delicious. Very juicy. It tastes really finger-licking. Because I myself am I don't like to eat things like boiled chicken. But just after eating, I think the chicken taste is not so strong, but it just feels still juicy. Look at this chicken breast. It's not chai, it's very tender. That's why I can eat it or I can't. Golden and tempting roast chicken, with an oily sheen. It's hot, it's just out of the oven, and it's still smoking. Early adopters must grasp the golden time. Because hand-grilled chicken it is alone, the texture of the chicken itself is to be torn. So it won't because scissors cut it, snip its muscles. Yes, so it will be smooth. Taste good. While it's hot, the aroma is overflowing. Take a big bite. This is Taichung's food scene, popular urn chicken. Recommend by Michelin Bib Gourmand for 2 consecutive years. Once you try it, you will be addicted. Crispy chicken that melts in your mouth. Not bad. Because we just came down from the mountain. When I smell roast chicken, and that chicken is juicy, you know. Just peel off the oil and water very tender. If you take it out, it's all hot. Because it keeps warm for 2 hours, freshly baked. Will keep the gravy even if you tear it apart. How can you eat the chicken oil when you go back? Can be dipped or poured. It's actually oil on the top and chicken essence on the bottom. Right, so it's actually. If you don't finish, you can actually use it for other cooking. Although it is a normal working day. I saw Nyan Jiayan busy in and out. I'm going to greet guests later. I'll help cut up the roast chicken later. I also have to watch the condition of the chicken from time to time. In the sweltering heat of the wood-burning room, smoky. The temperature is almost over 70 degrees. Just like doing a SPA, most people stay for less than a few minutes, would want to rush out. I'm not used to it because it's too hot. Just sweating all over. Not a job that ordinary girls would like, because everyone still likes to blow the air conditioning. This requires experience, because sometimes it's a different temperature. So sometimes I can't grasp it well. It will burn. Mom's eyes are full of tears. Just a normal habit. Nyan Jiayan looks handsome. Only 25 years old this year. 3 years ago, decided to go home and help, every day in dire straits and sweat. If friends say it, they will feel that. Actually, you can be a flight attendant. Can even go to. It is the direction of the model to operate. Or in terms of online shooting clothes. But why would I choose? It's this greasy. This restaurant job, just because I want to take over this store. It's an idea. Not that it's entirely my personal interest. Mean the family. My dad passed it on. I think this shop have unplugged certain emotions. So I feel like I have a mission. Seems to have to, at this point in my life. Just to make this store, that's how it works. But it's all about grilling the chicken to perfection. It's a big science. When baking, only 4 chickens can be roasted in one oven. The adjustment of firewood is an important key. And have to switch positions from time to time. The temperature will be uniform. So I also practiced my arm strength. This arm should be strong enough, otherwise it will be burned. The temperature of the fire is as high as 300 degrees. If you are not careful, you will get burned. Nyan Jiayan couldn't help but share with us, record in hand. You see, it's hot. Really, yes. Because that will be hot. It won't last if it's hot for a long time. After a long time, you will get used to it. The skin on the hands will become hard. Because sometimes it's just a rush. Or careless when holding the lid. The temperature is high, so it's immediately, one imprint comes up right. It immediately, if not flushed, it's blistered. Getting burned is common. Nyan Jiayan didn't care. No ordinary. The storyline of being forced to go home and take over. This is the path she chooses willingly. But there was still a period of hitting a wall in my heart. Just roast chicken. I may be a lot of frustration. Because that is very experience. And climate control. Very often out of control. I'm a girl again. It's just the beginning that's really for me. Relatively big challenge. Because it is heavy. I will find. I just feel sore all over and want to cry. Just think why. I want to work so hard. But the earned chicken. It's a country that was brought down by my parents. Nyan Jiayan watched her parents since childhood, working very hard for a living. So I want to try to share. Our chickens are all black feathered native chickens. The roast chicken needs a hen. The first point is more fat. The second point, we use more than 3 months. More than 100 days old pheasant. Because after the chicken hens are raised, let it be restocked naturally. The stickiness that has roasted millions of chickens, reading countless chickens. Picky about breed. Charcoal fire should also choose hard texture, Longan wood with fruity smell. It is relatively fire resistant and stable. It is also better to control. The temperature is about 180 to 200. More than 200 degrees. So the temperature control must be very precise, otherwise it will burn out easily. The point of grilled chicken is its fire control, its fire control, because its temperature is very high. Not every fire has a fixed temperature. That might be the size of a log, will affect its combustion. So we have to adjust the temperature. The second point is to adjust the chicken. Because left and right. Different temperatures at the front and back. So our chickens have to flip anytime. Adhering to June from a poor family, because I don't like reading, so I had the idea of starting a business very early. Barrel chicken is very popular, in some rural snacks and sightseeing spots. We'll see. I just want to say the way this grilled chicken. In this way. There should be other ways to innovate. So I went to develop it, use it to upgrade it. Make an urn. Created out of the urn chicken. As a result, its holding temperature has nothing to do with its roasting method. Better to keep than urn chicken. It's tender and juicy. It also has a crispy and tender taste. 20 years ago, markets and street stalls in Taichung, often seen. Bucket chicken baked in a small iron bucket. Sticky. Roast chicken with lots of room for improvement. There is also a potential market. Adventurous by nature. Start trial sale with 3 tables. I didn't expect a month later. Encounter the 921 earthquake. It also disrupted the pace of entrepreneurship. Our big pit in Taichung. It is the back garden of Taichung City. It is a hard-hit area, so almost fault. Damaged by the earthquake. Many moved away. No hiking trails or anything. No foreign guests came in either. So the whole market is depressed. The cost has already been paid out. That's also rented, but there are no guests, no crowds. Just wait. 2 or 3 times a day wait and see. Should wait a long time. My idea is this. Think back to those hard days. Sticking to June is still unforgettable. I often roast 3 chickens a day. It was not sold when the stall was closed. But the catastrophe knocked the house down. But it didn't crush the sticky heart. He is looking for a master. Custom terracotta urns for the size and shape of the chicken. Keep trying to roast chicken. In the beginning, we used urn jars. But then we also adjusted. Because an urn is so big. It can't be big. And it meets the heat. It will be brittle and crack. Questions of benefit we should. We will increase the amount of roast inside. Roast from 1. Can put 2. 2 can hold 3 can hold 4. So we will keep expanding. These years, after numerous failures and readjustments, fortunately, with the support of my wife. Worst years. Relying on word of mouth and publicity. Finally, the Golden Rooster spread its wings and made a comeback. Sticky Wei Jim in order to let the guests have more options. Also added new dishes. This is our famous product in baking. Bamboo shoots. It's tender and sweet. The soup is thick and white. Super delicious. Fragrant bamboo shoot pork knuckle hot. White bisque simmered like milk. Bamboo shoots are crispy and sweet. The pig's knuckles melt in the mouth and are full of gelatin. The pig's knuckles melt in the mouth and are full of gelatin. Also a favorite of women. Because mine is old-fashioned sesame oil. Our Matsusaka pork is hand-cut. Add that chicken Buddha to stir-fry. This dish is eaten by many people. Charming aroma. Hand-cut Matsusaka pork is chewy. Salt and pepper. Smells from the sea. The taste of Q-bomb is also a must for gourmets. Thai shrimp grilled in urn. Not only keep fresh and sweet, more wood-burning aroma. My mother is good at cooking. So many dishes, all because of childhood memories. Develop it. Maybe it's the same way to educate the guests. The guests are probably used to it. I have eaten these 10 years. Some time. Children from snacks to adults. From 3 tables to hundreds of tables. On weekdays, hundreds of chickens are roasted. Holiday at least 1,000. Here also becomes the founding store of the Central Urn Chicken. Now my daughter is here to help. Hope to pass on the taste of memory. Like cutting chicken, there are also skills. I just started cutting sucks. Cut it too long and the chicken gets cold. I was scolded by the boss. Just started cutting the chicken. I couldn't find the point of the bone back then. So I often cut my hands and it hurts. Then can't cut. The whole chicken is rotten. Yeah, so, too hard. Yes, generally, when the proprietress is cutting the chicken. About 2.5 minutes. But when I first learned. Just cut it for about 6 or 7 minutes. What 2.5? Our normal master cut words. It's almost done in 1.5 minutes. Just keep that temperature. Right. Boyfriend just hold my hand. The first time I met me, I held my hand and said, what happened? I thought I was holding hands with a boy. Yes, because it's too thick. After doing it for a long time, it will deform. You see my hands are deformed. That's the price, it doesn't matter. In short it is. That's the price for work, so our hands are not pretty. And it's also very successful. It's a great sense of accomplishment. This is the hand of inheritance. All the way because of insisting on quality, also recognized by Michelin. Sticking together for June's family. Treat guests as their own family. Let the good taste last forever. There is one in Taichung, the roast duck hidden in the iron container house, 72 minutes of gold. Grilled crispy skin and juicy ecstasy. The boss Eng Chini insists on roasting and sliced duck. Bake one at a time. Calculating the time is to let the guests eat delicious food just out of the oven. When young, a hacker who has done car repairs. I also went to Kinmen to raise cattle. Settled down to start a business in Taichung at the age of 50. Eng Chini self-taught. Sell 3 roast ducks from the first day of opening. Until now a day off. It's not enough to bake 60 of them. How did he do it? I have loved this taste since I was a child. That skin will be crispy. Can stay crisp for 12 hours. Very hot over 100 degrees. It's juicy. There used to be a saying in Beijing that there were 108 pieces. If I'm in the film, don't waste it. If you can give a piece to the customer, give it to the customer. Freshly baked roast duck. The soup of the sliced duck burst out instantly. The skin is oily and the meat is tender. Neat knife skills. It was the boss Eng who did the trick. This roast duck restaurant in Nantan District, Taichung. Hide in a tin container house. Hide in a tin container house. A full house is based on word of mouth. Roast duck is not bad. When you take a first bite, you will feel oily. Then it tastes delicious. Do you think? How does it feel to eat in this container house? Very good. Because this kind of design is good. You are not eating decoration today. It's more important to eat delicious food. We have been many times. Really tasty. So we have relatives and friends. We will definitely bring them. Salt crisp is that it has a lot of meat. It just tastes delicious. And the soup is also delicious. I am Japanese. Does Japan have this kind of roast duck? Yes, but expensive. Tasty. Whether local or foreign, Taiwan from Japan. 3 dishes of roast duck that all foodies love. Crispy duck with sliced skin or fried with sauce, with pickled cabbage duck soup. Can be matched according to the taste you like. Most ecstasy. This is the fresh duck meat, roasted to crystal clear duck skin. Melt in your mouth. Duck is juicy and not greasy. Eng roast duck is different from others. He insists on roasting one by one. Because the guests want to eat. Best moment. Now it's time to get hot. Ready to boil the duck. This is the duck that has just plucked its feathers and came here. Now take another breath. The reason for cheering is the flesh must be separated. If it sticks to the meat, it won't be crispy when baked. After beating the duck into a round shape with air, pour in 5 spice powder and 13 spices. Seam the duck meat by hand. Hang it up and start scalding the duck. Water temperature is enough. Its skin will shrink slightly when heated. Shape will become. That became beautiful. Then wait a while and adjust it again. Can't be too bulky. Very smooth, it becomes whole, very smooth. Bake like this. Its skin wrinkled. Less chance of shrinkage and wrinkling. Eng has extremely high standards for roast duck. Does this roast duck look good? Is also the key. If the paint is peeled off. But it will affect his mood all day. I'm sometimes depressed during the holidays. That amount is too big. Not all of them are beautiful. This is vinegar and maltose. When it dries, there will be a thin layer of maltose on top. It will get that golden color when it is baked. When the sugar is heated, it becomes burnt yellow. The colored ducks have to go into the freezer for another day. Cantonese-style oven roasted method. Use lychee firewood to get its original flavor. For example, I am baking here. Wait a minute, I will put one down. Then the phone comes in. He has ducks to buy. Bake golden for 72 minutes. The golden and attractive roast duck is baked. Take advantage of the heat and send it to the duck table as soon as possible. And baking one at a time is a good time. Also for grilling and slicing. Preserve the best taste of roast duck. I'm a low temperature baker. Low temperature roasting. The time will be longer. In Cantonese style, it bakes for about 45 minutes. 40 to 45. At that fire. Too much heat will force the whole soup off. This is all made by the picky mouth of the customers. Slowly modify. This speed is going to be fast. It takes 3.5 minutes for almost a piece of duck. Now that crispy sound of meat being cut. Check out this juicy roast duck. Really makes people want to eat. Holidays sell up to nearly 100. It's hard to imagine this word of mouth. Ecstasy roast duck. Eng is completely self-taught. My hometown is Yunlin. He was originally a mafia apprentice. Dream of roast duck. Breeding since childhood. When I was a kid fixing cars, the boss's son often takes me to eat roast duck. Almost in 1997 of the Republic of China, it's my first time trying to bake by myself. Just very fresh. As soon as it came out, everyone ate a piece of it, that shape and color. Of course, slowly over the years. Slowly making progress. For how to roast a delicious roast duck. develop interest, but Congee life. But first went to Kinmen to work. When I first went to Kinmen, it's because I want to raise cattle. For a while. Specialized in old wine business. Because a small tea is very convenient, I will go to Guangdong and go to Beijing. Take a look at how people roast duck. Although there is no roast duck, Congee still does not forget her childhood dream of roast duck. Later his father died of illness, to take care of the elderly mother. Congee returned to Taiwan with her family, also because in Kinmen. After working hard for many years, I accumulated things. He had the idea of opening a shop. In fact, when I came back to Taiwan, I wanted to say, I'll sell pot stickers. Open a beef noodle shop, selling pot stickers like this. Later, I thought it was selling roast duck, maybe better. Have friends live nearby, then I saw this empty space. So start right here. In the catering industry, roast duck is the most tiring, like you pay attention to it. You dry and roast the process. Then pluck the feathers, that's coming early in the morning. And you're the last one off work. This is about 2 kilograms. Almost 4 caddies. Now in Taiwan, it should be raised for 70 days to 80 days. Shaving now, it has some fine hairs. These must be pulled out. If it is burnt, there will be a burnt smell. Will affect the taste. When we are dealing with, just to run, leave it in. Wash all that blood away. Stick to best cherry duck in the east. Sent to Taichung. I started selling roast duck at the age of 50. Congee is as aggressive as a young man. Find a place with friends. The container house pulls electricity and water, all planned by yourself. Wealth-generating tools are also arranged by one hand. But only after the actual opening of the store did I know, doing business is not as easy as imagined. The beginning is the worst time. Sell 3 a day. Sometimes there is no vinegar. It's just white when baked. Accumulate slowly. Is the best time. Almost a holiday Monday, Saturday, Sunday. You can't bake enough to sell. The highest holiday can be sold to 60. Take roast duck as a hobby. Do not ask for quantity, but must require quality. In this way, the guests are slowly passed on one by one. Congee's tin roast duck. It has become a low-key delicacy in Taichung. Hard to get a duck during the holidays. Freshly roasted duck skin, with gherkins and onions. Wrap in your own baked pie crust, soft Q skin and aroma of roast duck. Vegetables make the taste more refreshing. Many gourmets come here for this taste. And the high CP value of 1 duck and 3 meals, it is also the key to a constant source of customers. Stir-fried duck rack with sauce, or fried crispy salt, crisp taste. Tasteful and strong, the more you chew, the more fragrant it becomes, and the pickled vegetable duck soup boiled with duck bones. Rich yet sweet, fit just right. For Congee, turning a hobby into a career. Every day with roast duck. Now I have a son to take over. More variety of things sold in the store. The noodles should be boiled first. You learn from dad, yes, take your time. Almost. It will turn into a piece like that after a while, right? Yes, just wait for it, when a little dry. Just lay down. Congee returned from military service. Just follow my father to learn crafts. Compared with the traditional and complicated roast duck, young people for innovative pasta class. More ideas. Fried noodle. Select Kinmen's local handmade noodle thread. Wait for the oil and water to dry and pour in the ingredients. Slowly fry. Are you going to turn over? Yes, are you going to turn over? Noodles fried on both sides until browned. Like a big cake, the aroma is overflowing, crisp with egg and noodle fragrance. And another snowflake fried dumpling. There are similarities but the same effect. Flatten the fried dumplings in the pan. Fry a thin crust on the bottom. Upper layer after flipping. Texture like snowflakes. Beautiful and fragrant, crispy skin and juicy filling. Congee is not in a hurry and is very attentive in doing things, more or less inherited from his father. Insistence on the roast duck step by step. Still bake one by one. On the interval. For example, if a customer orders at 5:30, I might bake one at 5:20. Bake one more at 5:35. Came here to see how baked I am. There is a way to give him a little sense of accomplishment, then the guests like. Yes, to satisfy vanity. I will tell people now. My master is my guest. It's because of their pickiness. Their demands will make me grow. Maybe someone will ask, why Congee is so obsessed with roast duck. It was derived from a childhood. The taste of dreams. Follow the wish silently made in my heart. When I was about 35 years old. Tell my wife I will retire at 50. I'm going to sell roast duck. How would you rate your roast duck? Yourself. For now, it should be 68 points. But I tell you, there are not many baked 70 minutes in Taichung. Xing Chini's passion for roast duck has remained unchanged for 50 years. Delicious baked in one piece. Fragrant cherry duck in the tin house. Loki with gorgeous color. Persistence gains full confidence. Stick to the income. Persistence gains full confidence. Xingchuangkong base in Taichung. There is a military restaurant that has been in business for 70 years, crowded during meal time. Full house. The musty crispy duck is first marinated and then fried. Crispy on the outside and tender on the inside. The taste is ecstasy. Others like plum dried meat, handmade scallion pancakes, and spicy tripe. Everywhere is a sign, Madame Su Lily. Learning cooking skills from her mother-in-law Gao Guizhi, mother-in-law and daughter-in-law all the way from the military era, achieved the reconstruction of military dependence villages. Business is booming, but the idea of going out of business was born. What is the reason? Let them insist on passing on the delicious food. Crispy on the outside and soft on the inside, then it's delicious cold. Really can't eat outside. Because it's different from other methods. It will be brittle, but inside can retain its moisture without drying out. Fast-paced. Chopped duck. Release. Big fire, sizzling, frying. A lively kitchen with a stove is like a war. This is located in Daya District, Taichung, Qingguangang Base, a restaurant that has been in business for 70 years. Inside and out, there are delicious foodies waiting. 100% come here for the treasure of the town store, crispy duck. General duck is fine, because in fact, it is really about halogen. If you don't smell it, something might eat. The taste will also be bad. So I learned this from my mother-in-law. I learned it from my mother when I came all the way. I have been married to their family for 35 to 36 years. The crispy fried duck looks attractive. It almost sprays juice when chopped with a knife. Crispy on the outside and tender on the inside, tastes almost ecstasy. This is the proprietress Su Lily. Good craftsmanship passed down from mother-in-law. This is the old pot. This is from Grandma's stew pot at that time, until now. If you want to keep talking. Probably about 450 years, it is equal to its meat flavor, will be locked inside. To stick it down towards a pot like this, you can't go down the duck breast. The real essence of it is the skin. If its skin is glued off, the whole duck is probably out of the question. Place the duck back along the pan to prevent sticking. Affect appearance. During the marinating process, turn it from time to time. Only then will the whole duck be tasty. And it can't be overcooked. 8 minutes is just right. Generally speaking, if you seem to be in the process of brine, maybe you are. Open it and take a look at it from time to time. You have to see if its color is uniform. Probably from now on. About a duck. It takes about an hour. Marinated duck. Need to dry. To fry. This whole row of fat ducks, uniform color and fragrance. Really good looking. Is it ripe or rotten? This is the most accurate. Crispy duck with complicated process. Marinate before frying. It's fully flavored. Gorgeous oil flour is synonymous with fried. Su Lily's kitchen. Every stove does its job. She did it all by herself. 30-year proprietress and chief shopkeeper. Really tired. Kai Jingfeng, the son-in-law who came back from Japan, is her best assistant. Throw it down and cook. Heat it up again. Maikiangku pork is another hand dish in the store. 3-layer meat is sliced by hand when it is delivered to the store. Fat and thin should be even. Neither too fat nor too thin. If you are too thin, it will not taste good. If you are too fat, customers will be afraid if they eat it, after it is finally combined with prunes. Actually, dried plums. It will take away its greasy feeling. No need to mince, because after chopping it has no taste. So we'll chop it up a little bit, but we have one important step. It's because we first sauté the dried plums until fragrant. Chili shallot, minced garlic, minced ginger, spice stir fry, can make dried plums not too salty. This is the secret and the skill. Pour all. Pour all. Pour all. This probably counts. About how many kilograms? 20 kilograms. There is no fixed formula for how long to fry. We all look at the feeling, just by feeling. After its moisture has evaporated a little, then there is the state of rolling. We'll pick it up. Then you can smell its fragrance. Its smell is slowly released. Stir fry vigorously. The dedication to this dish of dried plums and braised pork, you can feel it from the details. Stir-fried Mikey and Kai, put it into the 3 layers of meat and steam it. When it comes out of the oven, you can smell the aroma of vegetables and meat. Fat to thin ratio is just right. Pair it with dried plums to taste the salty aroma. The taste of the military dependence village is so charming. To the traditional taste that I ate when I was a child, spicy tripe is full of special taste. It won't be too salty. The spiciness should be acceptable for most, and the tripe is full of fresh. The signature spicy tripe tastes strong enough. Fried bacon cube bomb. Delicious, fatty sausage. Handmade scallion pancakes are full of taste. Every dish is unique. After 3 generations, the dishes in the store have continued to evolve, but still retain the first generation, Gaoguizhi spirit and shadow. Fleeing from Shandong to Taiwan at the age of 15, 93 years old now. 93 years old now, her life is as wonderful as her cooking. I am dependent. My husband is a soldier. Brother Bing has no money. Brother A Bing is only 170 yuan a month. Brother Bing is only 170 euros a month. Just eat a bowl of noodles. At that time, the noodles cost 1 yuan. Noodles sell for $1. Restaurant near Air Force Base and Marine Corps. So doing business, the objects sold are all soldiers. In that era, life was difficult for everyone. Not even a restaurant. Not even a restaurant. At most it is a snack bar selling noodles. And Gaoguizhi loves cooking. I didn't know anything at first. Learn from the invited teacher. Suffered. My mother herself can't cook. She secretly watched and learned from the side. My mother also experienced a. It's like being beaten by that old master. Really right. Is it sad to be beaten like this by the master? Why don't you cry? Why don't you cry? Let someone teach you to be a good friend. Let someone teach you to be a good friend. Do you want to learn or not? Don't teach next time. Cut the finger meat flat. No bones. No bones. Look at my hands. I can do it with my hands too. Look at our little finger. Fingers crooked. Years of hard times. Later, as Taiwan's economy took off, in addition to the increase in the party of soldiers, the lives of ordinary residents have also improved. Please start eating at restaurants. Bao started going to restaurants for dinner. The business in the store is getting better. Su Lily's second day of marriage. Just follow my mother-in-law into the kitchen. Being scolded is of course inevitable. I taught her to scold a lot. But not knocked over the head, no. Why is your mind so bad and so stupid? Why is your mind so bad and so stupid, so to speak? Otherwise, scolding is not ugly. Mom is very strict about everything. She will take the master's tricks. Teach us. My mother is for 4 children. I'm for 3 kids. Same meaning. Both mother-in-law and daughter-in-law are military dependents. Mr. has been in the army for a long time. Need to rely on restaurants and others to support the family. Su Lily puts the essence of her mother-in-law's cooking. Carry forward. Taste changes with the times, oil and salt reduction. But those fried tongues are amazing. No less. Just years of hard work, physically and mentally maxed out. I used to be a while. I'm guessing it should be. My menopause is approaching. During that time I was kinda into depression. But business was very busy at that time. I have to watch the kitchen and I have to watch the outside. I have been married to their family for so long. I have been working with my mother-in-law for so long. I'm in her room for the first time. I'll just talk to her. Mom, let me tell you, I don't know what day it will be. I say don't do it, 'cause I know I can't take it anymore. In fact, I have been supporting this store. Because she is old. She walks around every day. I say good or bad in her lifetime. If she walks over, see this door is open. So. It's the first time I'm sad to speak out. She spends all her life here. Then I'm also the blood of half my life. Follow her. Then I say this store. If you say no more. It's a pity. In order not to let the flavor of the family village carried by the mother-in-law and daughter-in-law is lost, Su Lily has the idea of inheritance. Exactly at this time, son-in-law, who used to work in a Japanese restaurant, Kai Jingfeng, returns to China. Started to come back to help. The most important thing is to say my wife. The first is pregnant. Yes, then mother-in-law, actually older. The body is also slowly going downhill. Then I feel. Since this restaurant has been open for so long. Of course I also came after eating. The most important thing is the taste. I think it's the taste of cooking. That's what attracts me. Because I am a person who loves to cook. Many customers have been eating for nearly 30 years. To him for each dish, actually know everything. So you only need to make a little mistake today. Then I just make adjustments slowly. Every dish that goes out, only one chance. Guests have a delicious bite. The new guest, he had a delicious bite. He will come again next time. It's not good. He may not come again next time. Do it for you now. Do it for you now. Okay, thank you. Hello. It's mealtime again. Ongoing calls are nonstop. Guests line up. The battlefield in the kitchen is still hot. Dough is what we do every morning, handmade. Then why is it rolled into this shape? Because after it is pressed open, we'll have this texture. It will have that level. Rubbing means put it in the air. Let it air. Oil can eat into the dough, it will puff up. The shop's signature scallion pancakes. Handmade. Rich layers and lots of chopped green onions. It also takes skill when frying. Soften the skin. Bite off the crispy skin. The aroma of noodles and scallions is fascinating. Every dish here. Experiencing the grandma's military years. The hardworking economy of the second-generation daughter-in-law. Join the vitality of the third-generation young son-in-law. The taste never changes. What is commendable is also this persistence. Some people will feel that, anyway, your business is so good, just mess around. Still a bunch of guests, but I don't think so. It means you have to be worthy of the dishes you cook, then be worthy of the sign. I have nothing to say about the dishes she cooks. She knows it. How many points? 100%. Really 100%. 100% I want to claim the prize. Really 100%. Really 100%. In fact, my mother is really enthusiastic, like sometimes waiting for outsiders to come. Just ask her how to make this dish. My mother is very enthusiastic about teaching him, but I told her, Mom, that's a secret. That's a military secret. I like all the dishes and can't finish talking. Endless dishes. Countless old stories of military dependence villages. The family stove is buzzing. Their delicacy trickles down. It's amazing to be here. You will be moved. There is one in Taiping District, Taichung. 40 years old duck head shop. Burn with a strong match. Exclusive taste of crispy duck head and neck. Duck wings are tender and juicy. Puffed 100-page tofu. Let's take one bite after another. Boss Luo Chaobang, in order to feed his 5 children. At the age of 30, I learned how to make duck heads with my friends. He studied hard. Braised duck head with longan firewood. Taste has a touch of longan fragrance. Loan for duck head product. Still insist on manual fire barbecue. Private kung fu is shown in front of the camera for the first time. Luo Chaobang went from hawking along the street to opening a shop. This duck head flavor has been passed down for 3 generations. What's the story? I eat duck head every day. I still want to eat duck head every day. Duck neck. Come and use a duck foot. How does his duck head taste? Crispy QQ. It's delicious and it's been on sale for a long time. Buy a duck head and get a neck. We sell whole sticks. Everyone sells a piece. I'm the only one who sells whole sticks. The skin of the freshly fried duck head is sizzling. Chop it up quickly and the aroma is overflowing. This is located in Taiping District, Taichung. Duck head and duck wing old store, Luo Chaobang. Selling duck heads insists on burning with strong matches. One sold for 44 years. Half my life has been wallowing in oil soup. I am the first generation. Just figure it out by yourself. Some guests want to be more crispy. You just fry it longer. If he said not to be so crisp, you can't fry for too long. I've been doing it since I was almost 30. Married in 20s. How do you know your wife? Did not know. I didn't see anyone until the day I got married. No one was seen outside, because we are adult matchmakers. It's not so crispy when you just pick it up. After dripping the oil, it will be crispy, because a man surnamed Luo marries a man surnamed Su. So crispy. White civilian is in her 20s, married to Luo Chaobang because of relatives. I didn't see each other's appearance until the day of the wedding. Luo Chaobang's humorous personality often make my wife laugh. Hold hands like this for 40 years. Watch their interaction. The old couple is deeply in love. But I am always enthusiastic about the duck head in the pot. Are duck wings faster? Faster. Because it's thin. The golden duck wings are shown with proud oil. The unique marinade is completely delicious. Signature duck head duck neck, crispy and not dry firewood is amazing. Sprinkle with special chili powder, spicy and invigorating. 100-page tofu that expands immediately in the pan. soft and delicious, is a favorite of many young people. Crispy and juicy bird dragon beans. Mi shua is a chewy Q bomb. Sweet and spicy chicken feet. It is also the best supporting role for sautéing in the oil pan. Luo Chaobang's duck head shop. The protagonist is eye-catching and the supporting role steals the show, working hard from a young age to an old age. It's Duckhead who lets him feed his family. The water is cold at home in winter. It's hot here in summer. So it's hard to do this. For raising 5 children. I'm fighting for 5 kids. So is my wife. Selling duck heads for a living, Luo Chaobang knows good taste very well. Is the most important key to attract consumers. At the age of 30, Honey wanted to change careers in shoemaking. A friend introduced him to Beitu to learn fried duck heads. First stewed and then deep fried. And he insisted on burning firewood. Is different from others. Trunks of longan and lychee. Cut off every year. Cut it off and use this in marinade. Gas is less tasty and has no fragrance. Here to add. Everyone has to look around, right? Be careful here. Morning, the fire started at 8 o'clock. Start to boil until the marinade boils. The food will be put away. Wood burning stove. Smoke and fragrance. This is where the luojia duck head is made. Old boilers with traces of family marinade. The moment of full fire makes people sweat and tastes delicious. To stir. Stir to a certain extent. Stir well and heat evenly. How long will it take? About 4 hours. About 4 hours. It's hot this summer. It's almost 40 degrees now. This place, duckbill, depends on the ripeness of this place. You can tell how much there is in the mouth. This drywood needs fire, except for firewood. One more procedure than others. That is to use fire to remove hair. This fire is going to be big. Yes, because it burns its fine hair. There's a plate of cold water ahead. When your hands are hot, you need water. Cool down, or else it will burn. People who don't know, thought daughter-in-law Shayahue, iron sand palm. Not enough hair removal with tweezers. Some hidden hairs will be burned with a big fire. Turn over by hand. We stand a little distance away. I can't take it anymore. Raging fire heat. It's hot even with gloves on. If your hands are hot, you have to cool yourself down. Sometimes it takes almost half an hour to do it well. You have to bake like this for half an hour, right? You have to bake like this for half an hour, right? Can't believe a duck head needs so much effort. This fire burns. Just a prelude to all programs. Especially in hot summer. By the fire. Most people probably think it's super masochistic. But Luo Chaobang has guarded it for most of his life. But he didn't fall in love with the duck head for a long time. For more than 40 years, do you have feelings for this duck head? Have feelings for money? I have no feelings for duck head at all. Luo Chaobang is not reality. But along the way, the days of struggling to survive the duck head. Unimaginable. Back then, I didn't have enough money to open a store. You can only put the duck head on the little fortune car. Peddling. I'm always in the car. 50 meters for sale. How long do you work in a day? Almost 17 hours, 18 hours. That's tiring. Very tired and no way. Of course occupational diseases come out. I can't even stand now. You see, I stand up, I get up and sit down. I'll get up and sit down. No way. After setting up a stall with duck heads and working hard for several years, the name of wood-fired duck head is gradually being established. Luo Chaobang really take the first step to open a store, because of a gentleman. Changed his life, just for the rest of the day. He was eating my duck head. He has a United Artists in Taichung. Disney's. They all come here to sing. He called and I'm going to sell. He called and I'm going to sell. Said to find a storefront. Tell me you live in Taiping. Where is the largest signboard in Taiping? The biggest sign at that time. Only the front 803 hospital. Choose to open a shop opposite the 803 hospital in Taiping City. Delicious duck head is famous. Business is good. Even made into a gift box. In those days, many factory owners will be on New Year's Day. Order Luo Chaobang's duck head gift box for employees. Very considerable. It was a month. 20,000 to 30,000 a day. Not bad, very good. But also because I worked too hard when I was young. Spinal surgery twice a year ago. Main work now. I gave it to my wife and daughter-in-law. But as founder, Luo Chaobang still looks at the beginning and the end. The majesty of the first generation never needs to be hidden. You said you were strict before. Was very strict. How will you scold if you don't do it right? Do they feel stressed? When I was learning before, I taught by hand. Keep telling him what to do. Talk to him slowly, no more. Now they all do it themselves. No, they won't be afraid of me. He just looks like a bad guy. Bad face. It should be for this senior. Best description. He insists on ancient handmade. Also because of this innocence. Only today's results. My wife, Su Billion, accompanied me all the way. It is the power to support Luo Chaobang. Can be seen everywhere. Su Billion's busy figure. We cut this piece. Just wash it clean. We are all big picks. Its head is so long, you see. It's a big duck. I bought it whole. We chop it up when we want to marinate. Otherwise, the head and the neck will not be well together. Do more when business is good. If the business is not good, do less. Almost 400 to 500. It's all manual work every day. Backcourt like battlefield. The order of cooking various ingredients has not stopped. Clean duck head. It also needs to be scalded to remove the hair and then stewed in the pot. Duck head, duck wing, neck, rice, blood, beans, 1000. The cooking time of each ingredient is different, but when the smoke in the lid, when running out of control, all change to a uniform brown color. The first point is to dry float, clean first. The second point is to marinate well. The third point is to fry until crisp. It's not delicious if it's not crispy. My persistence is always the same. No chance of change. Now I don't care much. The third generation has begun. I learned slowly from childhood, just chop it up. Only when bigger. Because we are full of kitchen knives, equal to this night market. It's what you young people care about. I'm running the storefront. He, sister-in-law, was in Gudian with us before, then went to the night market. Luo Yuchi, the third generation granddaughter, and grandson-in-law Zhang Xingkai. Bring the traditional duck head into the night market. Young people do not follow the trendy route, but to follow grandfather's ancient method. Tua is relatively crisp. I often order its duck blood and dried tofu. It's crispy on the outside and soft on the inside, so don't do it. Some others taste dry. Because it is what I have eaten. At present, it is full of a special duck head. It tastes crispy. It's hot. Then you have to come to the stall at 2300 hours. What time to sell? It's about 11 or 12 o'clock. I was afraid to touch this at first. It's just that I'm not eating duck heads. Is behind. I asked wife what she did. She said their house sells duck heads, to their side. That's what she told me. Grandpa and grandma make salty crisps. She told me to eat and see before I dare to eat. Best sold at the night market. Is it still a duck head? Right. Young people are mainly rice blood and dried beans. No matter where it is sold, without losing the flavor of Luojia duck head. This is also the same as Luo Chaobang. Hope the same. Looking back on the duck head years, from scratch to now. Luo Chaobang, a traditional man, also has a gentle side. A family is now my biggest. The second is my wife. Thanks again. She is the one who gave me, born, 5 children. Once worked hard, like a barbecue. Duck head rolled in hot oil. Deliciousness must be achieved to the extreme. Luo Chaobang looks back at this road. Bitter is the sweetest. Bitter is the sweetest. No matter how bitter it is the sweetest burden. Boiled in a bowl of 35 yuan meat porridge. What kind of life story is it? A traditional meat porridge shop in Fengyuan. From the first generation of proprietresses, Zhang Guimei started. Use pork bones every day. Boil broth with chicken bones. Add it to the rice. It has also become an ancient rice soup. Copper plate price plus braised pork. Signature snacks such as shrimp rolls. Let the shop do business, always in a constant stream. After his son Lin Zhaoqing took over, anxious to change the old pattern, Replace the stock with processed chicken powder. What about handling food? It simplifies the traditional steps. Haste makes waste, almost ruined mom's cafeteria. Business is worse day by day. I didn't make any money. Even because of excessive debt. Got stressed bald. Fortunately, Lin Jiaoqing is willing to go back to the original point, learn the ways of the old. Step by step. Use a bowl of meat porridge. Boil out the wisdom of life. Boil out the wisdom of life. Cheap, big bowl, and delicious. Hometown. Tasty. If it's like going up and down. When you come back at night, I really want to come back for a bowl. More comfortable. It's hard work. I'm fine, and I'm dragging my family in it. If it's over there, it's going to Kamioka, and the direction behind. Many truck drivers like to eat here. In the early days, Fengyuan Avenue was not open yet. Big trucks going north and south, or go to the highway will pass here. Have a snack or a meal in the evening. At the intersection of Kamioka and Fengyuan in Taichung. Such intersection, there will also be a delicacy. Did you see? The shop opposite. He is an ancient meat porridge shop. It has a history of more than 30 years. It's almost 5 or 6 o'clock in the evening, already poured in many guests. They are open all the way till 11-12 p.m. It is a very famous late-night canteen in the area. Customers in the store, they come from all directions. I have eaten this old brand for more than 10 years. This meat porridge shop is now run by young people. It was delicious before, it's even better now. I have eaten it for a long time, I have eaten it since I was a child. The taste is very good and not too salty. He really kept the taste of Taiwan. So come here. Besides eating stewed pork rice and porridge, just have a feeling of nostalgia. If you don't eat for a week, what will you do? Something is wrong. Unhappy all over, must eat. Fengyuan local ancient taste. A bowl of meat porridge for all ages is 35 yuan. Not only the meat sizes are big but also many, they are also full of silk and rich broth. Super high CP value. No wonder the house is full of friends every day. Lin Jiaoqing, the second generation boss, has its own rhythm in the busy. Please help me arrange the 8 tables of pork rib crisps. The takeaway red meat is ready. We mainly eat rice and soup. So the first thing we're going to do is heat. Then stir the rice evenly. Then feed. Tradition is not this kind of cutlet, traditionally ground meat. Use this sliced meat, it looks more delicious like this. Taste will be better. Quietly talking about the big and small things in the store. It is Lin Jiaoqing's mother, Zhang Guimei. Meet Congee shop started writing stories from her hand. Also filled the son's childhood. Since the 1980s of the Republic of China. He just happened to be in the 2nd grade of elementary school, he started following me. Do it every day. As long as get out of class time, he does it all here. From the time he came back from the army to the present. Also already, 23 years old. 15 years. Generally to do business. Expensive noodles, I won't use it. Come to soup like this. Rice and then roll it in the pot. Add soup. Anyway, our porridge. It just hasn't changed from the beginning to the end. The taste of the past that hasn't changed, simple happiness, should be the eternal daily life of the cafeteria. But after his son Lin Jiaoqing took over. After the biggest reform of meat porridge shop, for innovation and change, Lin Jiaoqing is full of ambition. I want to do a major renovation of the old store. I can smell this rice every day. Will you get used to not smelling it for a day? Are you used to smelling like this? He's trying so hard to do it the wrong way. Many people lose money in business. Lin Jiaoqing, a 7th grade student, but he even lost his own hair. I don't feel that much pressure, I don't feel that much pressure, I don't feel that much pressure, but your body can't help it. There is a situation, because I just ran outside. Actually, sleep 23 hours a day, a piece of hair starts to fall out here. Drop a piece there, later I felt, go to the doctor. The doctor also said it was stress baldness. I just want to say that hair is not that important, yeah, cut it bald. Yes, it is also a personal characteristic. Simple inside porridge. Not just a pot of porridge for guests. There are many must-eat side dishes. Like braised pork that goes best with porridge, there are also shrimp rolls where you can eat whole shrimp. Vegetable lung egg meat roll huaji ball. All kinds of familiar ancient flavors. All attract guests to smell the fragrance. Very traditional meat porridge shop. There are shrimp cakes, and he did it very well. When you come here to eat meat porridge, you must have braised pork. Signature, right? It's even better with chicken rolls. Braised pork, crispy on the outside and soft on the inside with juicy inside. Cheap and delicious. Tastes faster when marinated. Meat it. Knock some of its tendons off. It won't be tough. But now I see you typing this. Seems to be full of relief. Take all the unpleasantness, vent on it. After adding red yeast rice and rice wine. Next effort. Affects meat and seasoning. The combination is not perfect when mixing meat. Very important point is, must knead with emotion. Massage all the time. This was done in the early days. Also don't know how to do it. So just mix it. Something like this. It's all about face-to-face. In fact, when doing it deeply, I don't think the food is like this. Lin Jiaoqing's material preparation time. In addition to having a mother sitting in town, looking at him with tender eyes. It's my girlfriend Hong Yui. She was originally a preschool teacher. Follow Lin Jiaoqing to wash his hands and make soup. For kitchen grease. From unfamiliar to familiar. Because I used to hold a pen. It is. Later, it became right to use the spatula. It was hard at first, because you'll be sweating all the time. The pulp of this shrimp roll. The point is that it's still ice. In fact, my hands will get frostbitten if I use it now. Homemade shrimp rolls that have been sold since my parents' days. The taste of nostalgia brings the two generations into the same frame, now every day. At least a few caddies should be prepared. Inheritance is a emotions that cannot be replaced by machines. We make this thing as a snack. For snacks, the process is more complicated. Working every day is also a kind of companionship. Actually a date. Our date turned out to be at night after I get off work. We will go to supper together. After supper, I have to accompany him to the fish market to load. We both slept in the car. Almost 10 years of relationship. Lim So-sung and Hong Yui fall in love. Romantic dates without the average young man. The two are also happy. Graduate from university, Lin Jiaoqing worked outside for a short time. After leaving the army, I don't want to let go of my elderly parents who are too hard to cook and eat. Choose to go back to the old shop to help. After the father died of illness, he devoted himself wholeheartedly to the small shop business. 13 years of days. In Lin Jiaoqing's world, there is only work. Brother, I'm here. Hello, what do you want today? I want 3 floors today. Help me choose a prettier one. He has high requirements for its quality. Pork is very demanding. Often shoot. After peeling off the skin, we will cut the part later. For fear that pork is easy to spoil, Lin Jiaoqing abandons the pork stall in the traditional market. Choose a refrigerated butcher shop that keeps at low temperatures instead. Serve as the primary source of in-store meat. And the soul of meat porridge is broth. The process of making soup. Lin Jiaoqing. The most time-consuming part. The one we are adding now is a pig bone. Boil it first. The soup part is the most tiring. Because cooking soup is to remove the fishy smell first. Wash it and boil it. Wait a minute and filter the impurities. Chicken bones are also added to the pork bone soup. Stay up for 8 hours, 2 flavors in one. It is the secret of the old-fashioned meat porridge soup. Now I can endure the high temperature to cook soup by the boiler. Lin Jiaoqing is actually after a bone chilling. When I first came back to take over, I think the steps of making soup for the older generation are too labor-intensive. He who only wants to make it fast, even take chicken powder to make soup. The result of not following the steps almost ruined my parents' old shop. I just came back and I don't know what to do. Just want to be fast. Many people may sell soup powder. Big bone broth powder to introduce. You just do it. Guests are slowly. Especially regular customers. Most of them respond directly to the mother. Do it for your son. Now the soup seems not as good as before. So that there are almost no customers. At that time, mother and brother, just give me a choice. Say last support. If you want to do, you have to do well. To refollow the steps from the beginning. I want to say it's hard work. I'm fine. Drag the family inside like this. He just sees how nice people are. It's about people's good side. But on the bright side. Not that easy. People also said that there was a period of experience like this. Just fall. Forgiveness as a mother. Tell your son to get up after falling. Lin Zhaoqing uses faith and action to prove that you can really. The takeaway braised pork is ready. Help me check out rib crispy 8 tables. When I first did it, it shouldn't be that easy, no. Will he teach you? Will he teach you? I was scared at that time, when I didn't come in to do it before. We'll watch him do it with his aunt inside. He just does wrong. Auntie licked him from the head, but it's impossible to do this to you. I'm afraid of being slapped. She is also willing to cooperate like this. Learn from never to slowly. She is the source of my efforts. It's just that she's too embarrassed to talk about it, right? He can only find fragments of time to relax. But he won't tell anyone. He worked really hard. When I met him, he has been working. He rarely goes out to play. Used to have big goals. Now the goal is actually, I hope to make this store well. Young people see too much. Often don't see what you have. Lin Zhaoqing walked through the threshold of life. Understand that any wealth is accumulated slowly. He understands the truth that keeping things is not easy. Small dining hall with family and friends. It's the most heartwarming place.